Baby, I'm on this Kim Kardashian SKIMS Cocalina shenanigans. And I gotta say, a lot of questions are still running through my mind since this whole thing blew up, especially with people bringing up things Kim herself said from the past.
High or something,
Oh,
or Six Flags, or...
Yeah, I didn't know you got high.
I got married on ecstasy.
I had no idea.
No, the first time. I did ecstasy once and I got married. I did it again. I made a tape like everything bad would happen.
You were high on ecstasy when you had that tape?
Absolutely. Everyone knows it. Like my jaw was shaking like the whole
I thought that was
time.
because of sucking the old sausage.
No, this was my move. Yeah.
I can't see that.
When I first started to travel, I remember one night Paris and I stayed in Ibiza.
Yeah, not Kim admitting that she used the hard stuff and then being caught up in an entire snow scandal. Like, how does a global cartel happen to intercept a highly specific, high-profile luxury shipment by pure coincidence? Is Kim really innocent? Or could one of the world's most famous brands owned by Kim Kardashian be more than just an innocent bystander? And could this be the main reason why Kimberly has been studying law? Girl, I know Kanye is gonna have a field day with this one, because he already asked us how we think they get their money. But from what I'm hearing, he is possibly not the only one side-eyeing this mess. Allegedly, Beyonce has also responded to the allegations, and word on the street is that she's basically like, well, Ray J tried to warn y'all.
This federal RICO though, on KK and Chris. Ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop on Chris and Kim is about to be crazy. I'm talking about, I'm on the news every day like, yeah. Meaning like I'm gonna say a lot of shit.
Got a little bounce, you know, you walk through your shit would be.
If anybody know Kim and cool with Kim, they need to tell her now. The rain is coming, the feds is coming.
I did a bit of digging myself, and I hope y'all are seated for this one. So, what happened was that a Polish lorry driver named Konkel was stopped by UK Border Force officers at the port of Harwich after arriving on a ferry from the Netherlands. His heavy goods vehicle was carrying 28 pallets of legitimate Skims underwear and clothing destined for retail. However, when authorities x-rayed the vehicle, they discovered a sophisticated, specially adapted hidden compartment constructed inside the skin of the trailer's rear doors, and inside the hide were 90 kilograms of pure Coca-Cola with a street value of almost $9 million. I know! That's crazy money. Anyway, surprisingly, UK's National Crime Agency cleared both Kim Kardashian and the Skims brand of any wrongdoing after the driver admitted to taking a 16-minute unmapped detour to let an organized crime group pack the doors in exchange for a payment of about $5K, completely independent of the cargo. Honey, I know for a fact that I don't need to tell you twice that people are not buying the whole story one bit. I mean, let's talk about the Polish driver. He claims he took a tiny 16-minute detour, let a random gang modify his truck doors, and packed 90 bricks of weight, all for $5,000? He just got slapped with 13.5 years in a British prison for $5,000, while he was bearing all the risk of transporting $9 million worth of goods. Nobody risks 13 years of their life for $5,000 when they are holding $9 million in product. Well, what people are saying is that there was obviously nothing random about the whole situation, because the police actually found a burner phone in his truck that was programmed to totally wipe itself after 18 hours. And that is some serious cartel-level tech. This thing was not random. There's absolutely no way. But the other question people are asking is, was Kim Kardashian directly involved? And to a lot of people, the only correct answer here is yes. Think about it. Who gets searched less at border control than a massive, ultra-famous luxury fashion brand? Skims ships millions of items globally. If you are a criminal genius looking for a perfect cover story, hiding your product inside a shipment of highly anticipated, fast-moving retail goods is brilliant. It is a multi-billion-dollar empire backed by massive global private equity firms and complex international manufacturing hubs with huge chunks of production happening across Europe and Asia and shipping through major illegal transit ports like the Netherlands. Of course, cartels don't want to ship illegal goods through a sketchy, unknown company because customs officials flag new or low-profile importers for intense physical inspection. Instead, they look for massive, highly trusted global brands like Skims, Nike, or major supermarket chains that move thousands of containers daily. These premium shipments usually breeze through border control on green lanes because their paperwork is flawless and their corporate reputation is solid. The fact is that mega brands like this with complex, multi-layered supply chains are perfect vehicles for moving huge amounts of cash fashion goods across borders without raising red flags. So to a lot of people, this may just have been a deal gone bad, and definitely not some random, isolated situation. I'm personally not putting anything past Kim, especially considering Ray J's recent outburst. He literally went on one of his rants and told millions of viewers that Kim and Kris Jenner were involved in some serious RICO crimes, and that the case against them would be worse than Diddy. In fact, Ray J escalated these claims across 2 major platforms and still stood his ground. 1. During an interview featured in the TMZ Tubi documentary United States vs. Sean Combs, and 2. During a social media live stream where he claimed to millions of viewers that a federal RICO case had been opened against the family and asserted that he was actively cooperating with federal prosecutors to build the case. Now, in retaliation, Kris and Kim's attorney filed a defamation lawsuit against Ray J and insisted that the family faced substantial and ongoing harm to their personal and professional reputation over Ray J's unsubstantiated claims that they were involved in a federal criminal investigation. They said that Ray J was unable to accept the end of his relationship with Kim over 20 years ago, and he has repeatedly sought to attach himself to Kim and Kris's names and exploit their prominence for personal gain. In the lawsuit, they also said, Ray J's public statements are blatantly false. No such federal investigation exists. No law enforcement agency has initiated any criminal proceedings or investigations related to racketeering charges against Kim or Ms. Jenner, and no credible evidence whatsoever supports these inflammatory allegations. Well, in response, Ray J also filed a counterclaim against Kim and Kris Jenner over his infamous 2006 tape with Kim, and he denied the claims that he leaked it. He actually accused Kim and Kris Jenner of having worked out the deal with the adult film company Vivid, despite their claims that they had nothing to do with it. And then he claimed that they lied about the details of the tape for years.
On a serious note, that we have seen, like, you have this lawsuit. Is that a real?
Yeah, it's real, and I went on the Breakfast Club and cried, so I don't want to talk about it because my lawyers hit me and said, bro,
stop talking about it.
You're out of control.
We know we reported on it here, and I was like, I think we all know that was produced. It wasn't
No.
Yeah.
I just want your support when it really boils down to it.
Mm-hmm.
I want the culture support when they know the fact.
Baby, I'm not gonna dwell much on the tape, because at the moment, I am more interested in the crimes Ray J was talking about, and the allegation that Beyonce is also clowning Kim Kardashian for her alleged participation. Now, celebs have been reacting to this mess, and according to sources close to Beyonce, she feels vindicated. She believes karma is finally catching up to Kim. Of course, y'all know that for over a decade, there has been a Cold War brewing between Beyonce and Kim Kardashian, born from the era when Jay-Z and Kanye West were making Watch the Throne. While Kim desperately wanted to solidify a billionaire power couple alliance, insiders have always said that Beyonce viewed the reality TV drama as cheap and fundamentally toxic. And let's just say that since then, there has been a bit of a Cold War. And now, the rumors are flying that Bey is secretly clowning Kim over those wild RICO allegations, and allegedly saying behind the scenes that she's not surprised that Kim is being hit with such allegations. Well, regardless of what anyone is saying, Kim Kardashian denied any association and said in a statement, "Skims is aware of the recent news involving a shipment with our products. We want to be absolutely clear. Skims had no knowledge whatsoever about this criminal activity. We had no connection to the smuggling operation, the driver, or the truck." I mean, okay, but don't you find it suspiciously fast how the blame was entirely shifted to the Polish driver, completely insulating the brand and Kim herself? And you know what's even crazier about Kim possibly being involved? How easy it is to move the product to customers through the same brand. The thing is, every single week, thousands of unmonitored, rushed boxes of basic shapewear are shipped directly to the doorsteps of influencers, celebrities, micro-content creators, and regular customers all over the US and Europe. To a border customs agent, a massive influx of packages going to random residential addresses looks totally normal for a viral internet brand. But to a sophisticated cartel, that constant, chaotic web of direct-to-consumer shipping is the ultimate smokescreen. If someone on the inside wanted to move weight, they wouldn't even need to use retail stores. They could easily route contraband disguised as harmless, everyday influencer seating packages that nobody would ever think to double-check. And even if it's double-checked, they probably have enough money to make sure whoever is looking looks the other way. This whole thing just feels too perfectly framed, and the math is just not mathing for people online. We are supposed to believe that a multi-billion-dollar empire, run by a family known for being absolute control freaks, just happened to have its supply chain hijacked by some random truck driver taking a quick 16-minute break. Like, we're really supposed to buy that a shadow crime ring managed to seamlessly weld custom steel hiding spots right into the truck doors without a single manager or logistics person noticing anything weird? Guys, it's just not adding up. And as far as Beyonce poking her nose, maybe she should just sit this one out, considering the allegations that have also been brought up about her and her husband. But let me know whether you believe Kimberly is pushing bricks in the comments section below.